Greetings, Bullrun community. I hope I find you well. Today is yet another beautiful day again on Wednesday where we share beautiful topics here. My name is Deby. I'm here with my beautiful queen, our professor, Queen Lathi. Just want to thank you all for tuning in. Those who are going to tune in later, you're welcome. I'll see you soon. Those who are going to tune in later. Community, I will allow my queen just to greet you before I introduce her. So back to you, my queen. Please take the mic.
Thank you, Queen Deby. Greetings, Bullrun family. We thank God for the gift of life. We are back again here in the studio with my Queen Deby. Thank you so much for availing that opportunity.
Thank you, Queen. It is an honor to always share a stage with you. It is an honor as usual. So, community, today we have a beautiful topic that we have titled "Overcoming Limitation in our lives." And today, I just want to introduce our beautiful queen. Those who don't know Queen Lathi, she is a mother. She's married, a mother of two girls and one boy, a grandmother also. She's an accountant by profession, also a farmer, a crypto enthusiast. She also believes that there is no limits when it comes to opportunity. When opportunity meets you, there's no limits when it comes to opportunities. So she's a proudly Zimbabwean from my country. She's just we are two cities away. She's from the other city. I'm from the other city. So that's the beauty of it. We are from the same country, but she's from another city. So today we are going to have a beautiful topic with her, and I'll just allow her to just break the ice. My queen, uh, take it away. The topic is a lot for us to learn today. So I'll allow you to just take it from here.
Thank you, Queen Deby. Yeah, the topic is so wide. It is so wide, but our starting point, if I may say, we have to define what we mean by limitation. And I know most of us will understand it far much better. I'm sure some of you have already Googled to say what is the definition of limitation if we are to define it. And Uncle Google is saying limitation is a limiting rule or circumstance, or it is a restriction. We can define limitation as a legally specified in the eyes of the law. We are saying a limitation is a legally specified period beyond which an action may be defeated or property right does not continue. But on our side, we want to look at limitation as a limiting rule or circumstance, anything that gives us a restriction. And what do we mean by a restriction? It means I may be having, or I may be thinking of doing other things, or I may be having a will to do other things, but there are factors that can hinder me, or that can prevent me, or that can affect me, or there are circumstances that may arise for me not to achieve what I will be wanting to do. So that's the limitation that we really want to talk about. Well, the topic is so wide, but now looking at my starting point being the Bullrun ecosystem, because we are here because of the Bullrun ecosystem. As you can see, we are all in the Bullrun regalia with my Queen Deby, my moderator there. The Bullrun ecosystem is the one that has opened up our minds. We now know how to speak because of the Bullrun ecosystem. We now know how to talk because of the Bullrun ecosystem. It is the ecosystem that is playing behind the scenes when everything else is so quiet and so down. The Bullrun ecosystem is very active, very active, like a duck when you see a duck being steady on the water, and it will be like it's just moving silently. But if you look at its feet that will be in the water, a lot of activity will be going and will be ongoing under the water. That's what is that's what the Bullrun ecosystem is doing to some of us, because on the face of it, we might be looking very cool. So cool to say, I wonder how these people, how they think, where are they getting their energy from? But on the background, the major force is the Bullrun ecosystem. What do I mean by the Bullrun ecosystem, especially for those who are joining us for the first time? The Bullrun ecosystem is an ecosystem, or may I say, it's a project, a crypto project that was created. And when it was created and three tokens were developed. It is a community driven project whereby if you join the project, you are owning it, you are part of it. We say it's community driven. Why is it community driven? Because whoever becomes part of it becomes part of the community. And in this project, we buy tokens. That's the survivor token, the killer whale token, and the Bullrun token, which when we invest or put money or we buy those tokens while they are still cheap, we will wait to sell them when they are selling at their highest price. That is what the Bullrun ecosystem is all about. It's all about investing your money, holding on to the tokens that you would have bought, and waiting to sell them during the bull run, which we are all waiting and anticipating to to experience. Some of us, it will be our first time experience. So from that background that I've given about the Bullrun ecosystem, what is it that we are meeting as challenges? Because for some of us, we have talked about it, we have talked about this investment opportunity, and some people, they already limited themselves to say, no, I cannot join the cryptocurrency world, or the crypto. I don't even want to talk about the cryptocurrency language. Already, that's a limitation. For you to say, no, I cannot do this because of this, or I cannot do this because so and so did this, that's already a limitation that we are talking about. Over to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, my queen, for elaborating the meaning and also what you are actually for going to focusing on when it comes to the limitation type that you're going to talk about. And indeed, we have limitations in various aspects of our lives, and having somebody who's going to share with us how we can deal with them, how we can overcome them, that's the best thing we can be here to listen to, so that we are able to tackle this challenge, because it's a challenge. So how can we tackle it now? So yeah, back to you, my queen.
Thank you. There are so many ways, and it's all dependent on an individual. As individuals, we live in different environments. We set different goals for ourselves. And as long as you are a human being, you have a goal that you want to achieve in life. You have something that you are saying, if I can be able to do this, then I'll be able to do this. If I am able to do this, I can then do this. And most of the times we set our goals, and if I may know, do we involve our creator when we are setting our goals? Because most of the times these limitations that we are putting ourselves into, or the limitations that we are imagining, it's because we don't have the faith in our Creator. If I may elaborate what I'm saying, a woman, a queen in another country, got this experience, and despite the circumstances that were there, and she being involved in crypto, where she was having different people, and as we know that the crypto industry, most of the people who are involved in this crypto industry are men, but here is a woman who defied all the odds and said, as a woman, I will stand up. I will stand up for the other women and be the mouthpiece for the other women. And by her standing up, she defied the circumstances. She broke the barrier of those limitations, which we were saying the crypto industry, already we know that it's a male dominated industry. The crypto industry, as we are here in Africa and in Zimbabwe for that matter, we know, or can I say, it is mainly for those people in the European countries. And here is a woman right from Africa, right from the center of Africa, who broke the ice and said, I'm coming up as a woman. I will speak up as a woman right there in the crypto industry. I've experienced it. I'm talking about what I know. She came up, she rose up above the situation. She defied all the odds. She defied all the circumstances. Nothing could limit her to achieve the objective that she had said, this is the vision that I've been given. This is what I would want to achieve by being exposed in the crypto industry. She stood up. She stood up and she said, I have no limitations. Even if they are there, by God's grace, I'm going to overcome them. Because yesterday, as we referred to yesterday's word which we had, which was saying, is there anything that is too hard for the Lord? We then said, no, there is nothing too hard for the Lord. And with that word, I know it is the word that became the foundation of what she was doing. And she said, I am capable, or we are capable of coming up with this, despite all those circumstances. Think of any, because as women, as we survive in these communities where we are surviving in, as we go through the difficulties in life, there is a lot. There is a lot. My kings and queens, I will zero down especially on a woman, because we are here as the voices of the many women who are silent out there, who are suffering silently. They haven't gained their voices to speak up. So we are here representing them to say, as women, we can stand up. We break those barriers. We break those limitations, because it is known that a man is the one who will wake up every day, go to work and fend for the family, bring money home. As a woman, you are supposed to be home, do the chores, and do everything that is supposed to be done by a housewife, or a housewoman. But we have defied the odds as women and said, gone are the days where you'll be counting only men in the crypto industry. We have risen up. We have broken those barriers to say we cannot be limited by that history that exists. We are saying we are taking the bull by its horns, my queen, to say yes, as women we can rise up and speak. We can rise up and defend our positions. And here we are prepared to talk We may talk until sunset and sunrise to say, women, here is an opportunity that we have been given to rise up. Let us defy those limitations. Let us defy those circumstances. Let us defy whatever restrictions are being put on women. A lot of things have been said, especially when we try and talk to people about the Bullrun ecosystem. A lot of theories have been thrown into play, but here we are today. We are defying, we are defying those circumstances. We are saying, no, 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 no. It is time for a woman to rise up. It is time for a woman to speak up. It's time for a woman to say, I can do it. If one woman rose up and said, I can do it, she broke all those barriers. She broke all those limitations. It doesn't mean that those limitations were not there. They were there, but she was determined to overcome them. She had that determination. Where she was getting that determination from, well, we can find out from her what really was pushing her so much hard, so that at the end of the day, she managed to achieve the objective that she wanted to achieve.
That's very powerful, my queen. So you have touched in a very beautiful part and a very, very sensitive part. Um, you said something. You said I think you were talking about our mother, that she faced the limitation, because when she started, she did not just start from nowhere. She faced the limitation. She had to take the bull by its horn. Yeah, because when she started, I don't think she had all of us. She had an idea, and she did not allow the limitation of not having people to limit her from what she was going to do, right? So this give us an insight of what we should be doing. All right now already, we have a lot of things that is happening in the market. This should not be our limits. We should not be limited because of that. People, there's a lot actually that is happening. We should not allow what's happening to limit us from what we decide to do in the market, from what we decide to do in our industry. And the other thing that I realize is also lack of fundamentals in this crypto space, lack of understanding the fundamentals, and lack of understanding the mechanism that also can limit us from doing what we are supposed to be doing. Because at the end of the day, one thing that I realized, that limitation is in our mind. So if this is in our mind, if we see ourselves not being able to do it, it's already done. You can't do it, because already in your mind you have already told, or your software, you told your software you cannot do it. You cannot do it. And you really used a nice use case scenario of our mother, or even with our king. He developed this community. Maybe he did not have anyone else at that time, but he had a community that he was in his mind, and he saw me, he saw you, Queen Lathi, he saw King my Marungu, he saw Queen Gladys. In his mind, this was in his mind when he was developing. Same applies. Queen Mother says, I want to build queens. She saw us in her mind, and she did not allow limitation of where are you going to get these people, how are you going to get them. That alone did not limit her from proceeding from the goal that she had in the mind. It starts in the mind. It's all about the mindset. We should understand that all this limitation, some of the limitations is to say, I'll lose my money. What if I make a mistake? What if this happened? At the end of the day, it's in our mind. We are creating it. The more we do well in that thing, the more we are also shying away from the goal that you're supposed to go to. So I was just adding on what you was talking about, my queen. You can go ahead.
I'm enjoying it when we are when we are interacting like this, my queen, because I know
Yeah.
that this combination
No, it's
it's not
well.
good
You
at
can go
all. It's
ahead.
not good at all. When you
Mm.
touch the mindset,
Mhm.
already that's a point which I was saying. It's all in the mind. And when it's all in the mind, yeah, we are really, it's okay, my queen. There's something going on. Sorry, my queen. Someone is disturbing me here. It's fine. Right, I was saying it's all in the mindset. What is it exactly that you are thinking about in your mind? What is it exactly? Is it positive? Is it something positive or it's something negative? My queen, would you mind to hold on?
I think just put it on maybe on
But
yeah, on vibration or something.
it's okay. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
disturbing me.
So community, as she do whatever she's doing, let's continue. As I was saying, we have so many limitations, and limitations is in our mind. We are not limited by anything. We are limited by ourselves. We are the ones who are going to be limiting ourselves. Why? Because everything that we need is within us. And when you start to see life as that, like whatever that you want is within you, and it's you who can limit yourself, you start to view life in a different way. You start to view even the crypto world in a different way, because there are people who are actually just afraid. Fear of losing money, fear of not making mistakes, fear of a lot of things. They're just afraid. So because of that, you are limited. Imagine an opportunity that can be presented to you that can change the whole of your life, and because of that you are just afraid to take it because you have fear. What is fear? Because it's already there, it's in your mind, it's you who's telling yourself you cannot do it, yet you have the power to do it. So there's nothing we cannot do if we have the right mind. So I will give it back to our queen to just continue. Yeah, you can continue, my queen.
Thank you, my queen. Yeah, you can take us on. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it when we are just
Go
flowing with
ahead,
this.
my queen.
This is everything. I think this is what we are experiencing in our everyday lives as we are as we interact with one another, be it at home, be it at the workplace, be wherever you are. Whenever there is an opportunity that is or that is talked about, in the first place, when you hear about it, the fear of the unknown comes in. And if you are that kind of person who is always fearful, definitely you are doomed, because with fear, there is nothing that you are going to achieve in life. Life is a risk that we take. We take risks every day because we don't even know when our creator is going to call us, but we plan. We plan a lot of things. We are sitting down to say, I would like to do this, I would like to do this, I would like to do this. But if we were living in fear, because all of us know that one day we are going to leave this world. But if we use that to say, let me not plan, then we are limiting ourselves. The fact that we don't know when our creator is going to call us, but we have got that power to plan for the future. That's why we are saying, for those of us who are already looking at retirement, because I cannot continue working up to 70, 80, 90 years. No, I've already said I want to retire, and I want to retire in style. And when I say I want to retire in style, I'm saying I have something that is giving me the hope. I have defied. all those circumstances where people will be saying, no, 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 that project that you are talking about, it's not, or can I say it's a scam? No, it is not a scam. We are not here to give you financial advice, but we are just here to share with you what we have seen, what we have experienced, and we have defied those odds to say we can do it as a community. We can do it as women. We can do it as kings and queens. Why not speak about it? Why not tell a friend? Why not tell a colleague? Why not tell a neighbor about this opportunity that has come out, or everything has been done for us, kings and queens? What we are talking about, there are so many things that we are doing to make a living out of it, because we do different things. Some we are selling, some we are, almost everyone is buying and selling goods to make a living. But today, the opportunity that has made me come here and talk, that has made Queen Deby to come here and talk to us, is because of an opportunity that has arisen whereby you make money while you are asleep. Yes, it has got its risk, but imagine in this business that I'm into of incubation, here is a customer who has brought in their eggs. They are expecting chicks after 21 days. And when they are expecting those chicks, in their mind, they are saying they are going to get the chicks, and they have made customers book for those chicks. They have that hope. My dear kings and queens, that business comes with its own risk, its own stresses, its own circumstances, its own barriers, its own limitations. We go through these limitations in every aspect or in every sphere of our lives. Some of those circumstances, the, the blood pressure can go up and the sugar can go up. You hear that so and so is not well, so and so. It is because of those risks that are associated with the businesses that we are doing as side hustles, apart from the jobs, for those of us who are working, even for those of us who are in the farming sector, in whatever sector where we are, there are risks, there are limitations. That's why I say wherever we exist, there are different limitations that we come across to. But with the crypto industry, also there are limitations, because if you are not educated, or if you are not, like for ourselves in the Bullrun ecosystem, that one I can brag about, to say we are being educated, we are given the knowledge, we are taken through right from day one. When you join the ecosystem and you tell yourself that I want to know more about this ecosystem, definitely you will get to know more. That is, if you are determined to know more, you will. So I'm talking about something that I know. So on our side, when it comes to crypto, yes, the risks are there. The issue of the markets going down, we are not worried about the noise. As I'm speaking right now, the markets are so down. But with the education that we've been given by our King Steve, we are not worried. They can continue making the noise. But on our side, because of that educational pillar or the fundamental, the educational fundamental, we are so ready and set. We can sit down, relax, cross my feet, and say, here I am. I'm waiting for that big day. Yes, the risks are there, the limitations are there, but how do you overcome them? You have to be knowledgeable about what you are putting yourself into. That's why 3 times a week we are having the educational sessions where our developer takes us through on X-Space, on YouTube, and then also we are having these seminars where we interact with each other on YouTube. We come and talk about different topics as a community, as a way to say, let us get to know what we are talking about, because we are in this thing together. On Zoom meetings, they are always there every day. As long as you have got questions that you don't understand, there are a lot of kings and queens who are crying out there and saying, we have been neglected, people don't want to help us. But Zoom is open every day. Queen Deby and Queen Mother Awino, they are always there on the Zoom to say, if there are any people who need some help, we are there, we are here. So we are putting those restrictions on ourselves, yet the ecosystem is doing a lot for us. There is a lot that we can learn, my kings and queens, from this ecosystem. Let us not put those limitations there. We put the limitations ourselves because of what we are thinking in our minds, because of the what if. Today I'm telling you, can you break away from that shell, break that shell of the what if, break that shell, come against it and say, I'm going to achieve whatever I want to achieve, as long as I am determined to do ABCD. I don't care whatever the circumstances are. I will defy those odds and say, I will achieve whatever I want to achieve. It all starts here. It all starts in the mind. Once you have a negative mind, all your thinking will be biased towards that negative, towards those negative circumstances. But once you have a positive mind, a mind that builds, a mind that will start up as a thought, then that thought becomes reality. You start talking about it. By so doing, you are defying those limitations that we are talking about. You are defying those restrictions that we are talking about, because as an idea is born, and as you grow it, you nurture it, you start speaking positively about it, you are now birthing, or you are now commanding it to come into being. Because when God created, He created by the word. He spoke the word, and everything was created. As we remember that in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. How? He spoke the word. So, whatever the limitations may be, let us speak the positive word and we'll overcome those limitations. Over to you, my queen.
Such such a powerful message. You said it. We need to speak the word. We need to speak it so that we are able to overcome. So I've also realized that in this industry that we are lucky. As for us, we are blessed. Actually, we are lucky because we have people who go through with us, because there is a technological complex. People they just don't want that, because they think it's too difficult for me to do. How do I open a wallet? How do I do this? That's also a limitation, whereby you just think you cannot do it. And our queen was telling you that we can help you. We are here to help you. We have people everywhere. We have leaders in the various countries. They can also help you to do that. And also, there's another thing that I've also realized, that we need to continue to learn. Why? Because we have what we call emotional and mental fear, or whereby people, they are so stressed alone because the market is going down. What is happening in the market, they don't understand. And that's why we say we have a place to learn what's going on in the market. And when you learn, you understand that you you will not be fearful. You understand what you're doing, and you really know, why am I positioning here? I'm positioning because of this and this and that. And that it's about what's coming, it's the future. So it's, and at the end of the day, it's in our mind. Our queen was talking about that. It's in our mind, and when you start to talk about it, we bring it into existence. So that's how we create, and we are able to grow away, or to shy away from these limitations. So I think we need to have time to gather as community like this. Each time there's a community session, let's build up our community. Let's get to understand what we are into. Let's get to practice what, and normalize it. Normalize going to Twitter. Normal, tomorrow we have a YouTube. Normalize to go on a YouTube. Normalize to go on our Twitter. Normalize to engage in our activities, weekly activities. Normalize. Why should you normalize? I always say, if you have somebody, that much, this person. I know Queen Lathi right now. I know Queen Lathi, and I know you. All right. And if anyone comes to me and tell me otherwise about Queen Lathi, I'm not going to believe that, because why? I know Queen Lathi. I know this person. So same applies when it comes to cryptocurrency. When you feel like limitation or hesitation is coming to you, you need to understand that I understand this ecosystem. No matter what you're saying, no matter what is happening in the crypto market, this ecosystem was built to retain liquidity. The liquidity that is going to be coming is going to be used for me. And this ecosystem was built with a beginning mechanism. I understand that this mechanism was built to retain our USDC rewards. All this, you understand them. They are into you. You get them. You understand them. So you are not moved. You are not moved by anything, because this. No matter what, this is it. There's not two ways about it. The market can do whatever that is happening right now. The market can go down, can go wild, but we are in, and we are in a good project. We are not just in, we are in a good project, a project that was determined, that was actually built with us in mind. You are not shaken. You when you know your person, or when that particular person, you're not shaken, because you know why. I
Yeah.
understand this. I understand it throughout. It's just like telling you your father is a murderer. It is not a murderer. It's knowing. And once you start to know that this is our ecosystem, how it was built to retain liquidity. It was built to bend supply. It was built to shrink supply. It was built to bring back our USDC reward. And how do you feel? But you cannot just understand that, yet you don't come to our sessions. You don't come to King Steve's session. You don't come on session that mom do on Sundays. All this builds up our confidence. Build up our confidence, so that we are not limited on what we are supposed to be doing. We do it with knowledge, not assumption. We do it with knowledge, knowing this is what we are doing, and this is it. I want to do it because I have understanding over it. I have things that I understand about it. I'm not just doing it because I'm excited. King told us it's not about excitement. No, it's about what you are doing. Do you understand it? Do you understand the concept that is behind it? We are now driven by what we know, not assumptions. So back to you, my queen.
Thank you, my queen. And while you were saying that, last weekend, our Team Kenya had a seminar. And to us from the Kenyan kings and queens, those who have already joined the Bullrun ecosystem, how many of us were there? How many of us graced that occasion. Why am I saying so? Because even here, when we call for seminars to say, can we come so that we have a one-on-one, people would have availed ourselves to say we have set aside some time so that we can come and talk, where we ask each other, we hear different opinions, because this thing, we have done it as a community and as a group. For us to set aside some time to say, can we have a seminar? Let us come together. Come, let us talk. Let us pull our minds together and talk. Those are the things that we are talking about. When there is a seminar that's going to be there, you already tell yourself that to say, this is a seminar for those who want to join the ecosystem. I tend to disagree with you. It is for all of us, the Bullrun ecosystem community, because we are building up a team, and no one person can build up a team alone. When we come for those seminars, whether you are in the ecosystem or you are yet to join the ecosystem, we are pulling a force together to say, we know what we are supporting. We know what we want. There could be someone who can share another principle which you were not understanding about this Bullrun ecosystem, or there is someone who understands it better, who can then explain what we mean by staking, what we mean by the USDC rewards that we are talking about when you have invested in the Bullrun token, what we mean by compounding. And in those seminars, that's where we get our courage, because it is very difficult for someone to say, I will come and talk in a platform like this one that the way we are right now with my Queen Deby. When we have those one-on-one seminars, that is where we build our confidence. That is where we get to interact and know each other. That is where I say, oh, on our last event, there was Queen Sorenso, there was King Sorenso. He seemed to understand this. Can now then now talk to them or ask them to say, can you please explain to me about this? Can you please tell me about this? By so doing, to say, whenever there are seminars, you tell yourself that I'm not going to attend because I'm already in. You're already putting a restriction on yourself. You're already limiting yourself, because there will going to be some information that will be shared. Some ideas are going to be shared in that seminar. Then you tell yourself that you are not going to attend. Doesn't work like that, community. It will really, really not work. You become so frustrated to say you now don't want to hear about the ecosystem. But if you open up, you go to those seminars, you come and hear what is there to be said, then we are moving together. Then we'll be progressing together. There will be a time whereby we'll be saying, if Kenya is holding a seminar, us here in Zimbabwe will fly to Kenya to go and support, because this is our ecosystem. We go there to keep, as Zimbabweans, we spend money to go and support our thing, this thing that we are talking about. We want to break those barriers. We want to break those limitations to say we can do it as kings and queens. We are not here to be making any noise, to be rambling, to be, no, no, no. I'm here to tell somebody to say, can you put it down today, what you want to achieve? No one is going to break those barriers for you. No one is going to remove those limitations for you. It is you who is going to do that work. It is you who is going to write down and say, number one, this is what I want to do. If you are a school child, you will be saying, I have a target. The target is I have to pass. The issue of the finances, whether your college fees or university fees have been paid. If you think that you are going to fail to pay the fees, you are already putting a restriction on yourself, or you are going to say, I'm not going to proceed to this level because of the finances. But are you aware that there is someone else who is planning about your life, who knows it right from the day you were born, right up to the day when you'll be taken away from this world? So some of the things we have to plan, but the how part of it is not ours to be worrying about. Let us not put that restriction of the how part of it, because that restriction belongs to someone else. All that we have to do, let us tell ourselves that this, I'm going to do it and I'm going to achieve it. The how part of it is not mine. We spend a lot of time, a lot of energy restricting ourselves, putting some barriers that don't even exist because that's what we'll be thinking. That's what is in our minds. Myself, if I may confess or if I may testify, this, this issue of barriers no longer exists with me. If I want my thing to be done, I have that faith that I'm going to do it. The how part of it doesn't belong to me. The how part of it has got, as I'm speaking right now, someone is busy with all the things that I said I want to do, that I said I want to achieve. Someone has already been assigned to that because I'm believing. I'm a believer. And when I'm a believer, I sit down. These are the things that I want. There could be some strategies that would be used to achieve. But the how part of it is not mine. All that I'm responsible for is for the planning, that itching to get my things done, that itching to get my things achieved, that itching of achieving my objectives is what is very key to me. How I'm going to do it, it is not mine. There are a lot of things that I've wished to do, especially in life. And God saw that here is my child. She wants to do this. She wants to do this. She wants to have a community. She wants to go back and plow back into the community. And that is my plan. How was I going to achieve it? It wasn't mine. Somebody else out there was given the task to say, can you do A, B, C, D? So that so and so's plans, when they open up their minds to remove those barriers and remove those limitations, have their eyes opened, have their spiritual eyes opened to say, I'm not living by my own will, but I'm living by God's grace and God's will. Then someone could not sleep until all that I wanted achieved is going to be achieved. That's what keeps me going. If I may say today, I want to buy a private jet because I've said it, someone out there would be troubled to make sure that that wish is fulfilled. The how part of it is not my trouble. The how part of it's something that I'm not supposed to be thinking or to be worrying about. I've already removed the restrictions. I've already removed those limitations because my spirit is saying, I have that faith. I can do it. I can do it. This I can do it. Despite the circumstances, despite the limitations, this I can do it. That's where it all starts. Your determination to stand up and say, this is what I want. by so doing, by standing, nothing is going to come to you without you having taken any action. No, 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 no. In every sphere or in every life, you have to take some action. We are talking to you here today because we took some action. When we heard about the Bullrun ecosystem, we acted. We took some action. If you don't take any action, nothing is going to happen. But if you hear, you act, you tell yourself that you are going to achieve it, definitely you achieve your goals. Over to you, Megan.
Wow, amazing, amazing. That one was so deep. And you remind me of something that you told me earlier in the morning when you called me today. You said to me, Queen, there's something that I want to tell you. And I said, what was that? And she said, after 7 years, we finally have water in my farm. I'm like, what? And this is actually why I say this is because you said it. You said when you are convinced, you just have to let it out there. The how part is not yours. That's
Yeah,
not yours. So don't start asking yourself questions. How am I going to do it? How am I going to start it? How am I going to? No, no, no. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. It. I was like shocked. Like 7 years, they were trying to find water in that plot. They couldn't. But when the time is right, I'm telling you, there's nothing that can stop it. There's nothing that can stop you. Your mind cannot stop you. What you need to do is to allow yourself, be resilient, allow yourself to use what you believe in. Because already we have everything already. We have everything.
mhm.
It might take long, but the truth is it's gonna happen.
Yes,
It's gonna
yes.
happen. No matter how long it may take. She told me 7 years. I was like, wow, 7 good years. 7. I'm telling you, if you were somebody, I'm telling you, you could have given up. Why? Because your mind will tell you, no, there's no water here. That's limitation. That's a mindset that is already programming yourself that there's no water here. But they did not give up. The good part for me is they did not give up until the 7th year. The water came out.
Okay.
25, you said 25 meters, right?
Yes, 25 meters, my queen.
Yeah. So that alone, I'm telling you, it's something that we need to also use. When she told me about this, I was like, wow. And imagine if she had given up, if she had limited herself and say, here I can't continuously waste money. After she consistently looked for it for the water, finally, on the 7th year, she finally found the water. So what am I saying by this? I'm telling you that it does not matter how long it will take. Are you convinced? Are you convinced that there is going to be a result on that? Once you're convinced, there's nothing else you need to do. The rest, leave it. Leave it. We have our creator who can take care of that. He knows. So once you understand that, you are not moved by anything. You don't allow yourself to be disturbed. You don't allow yourself to be distracted. You don't allow yourself to be stressed. Why? Because it's already happening. You might not see it. It's happening.
So true.
It's happening. You might not even see it. She's crying because of joy. It's not easy to wait for such a long time. That's a long time. But community, we also want to learn from this. I brought it. I didn't want you to cry. I wanted to just motivate our community to talk about. There are people who have been here for 3 years. There are people who are still here 2 years, 1.5 years, and most of the queens, they're even calling me queen. Or you know what? Let's understand the community. Let's understand the ecosystem community. Let's understand what we have in our hands. And let's do what we are supposed to be doing. Coming here, learn, tweet as we want to tweet. Let's do that. Let's do all we can do. As I said last Wednesday, we are a global community. Let's hype our community. Let's hype our village. What if one day we decide to have a village for sure, a beautiful village? And I have the power to do it. We have the power to do it. So what do we do now? Let's build our community. Let's be together. Let's unite. Let's hold hands. Let's do things as our queen has said. She said one day we'll fly to Kenya just to go and have seminars to support. Yet we have people in Kenya who are in this platform. They didn't even go. Just to go there and sit down and listen to those who are talking to you. So let's understand what we have in our mind. Let's also in our hands. Let's understand what is built for us. And no matter how long it might take, the result is guaranteed.
Wow.
So with that, queens and kings, I think I'm done from my side. Queen, if you still have anything to just share with our kings and queens, please go ahead so that we can go to our comment section.
Yeah, you have started it, my queen. You are not supposed to go there. You're not supposed to go there because, oh, well, I'm so much overwhelmed because we are talking about some of us or some of the kings and queens. They are just new in this ecosystem, and we are failing to hold on. We are just some is just some 2 months, 3 months. There are people who have been here for 4 years, ever since the ecosystem was developed. They've been here, and I can imagine myself with the water situation. We never gave up. We brought in 4 to 5 surveyors looking for water in different places, having abandoned that initial wall where we drilled and hit a dry wall, 105 meters, 2019. We did not give up. We did not give up. And some of us right now, we want to give up on the ecosystem. 7 years, no water, ferrying the water using a donkey cart, or that will be having 2 drums from 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers away. But here we are today, celebrating in that same wall where 7 years ago it was a dry wall. And today that dry wall is pumping water. What can stop us from holding on, community? Hold on. Despite the circumstances, despite those barriers, despite whatever is happening, hold on. We are almost there. Let me not say we are almost there. We are there. If you are following what is happening in the market, it has to happen. The bull run cannot start just like that from nowhere. This is a process that we are going through. Hold on. Hold on. Those limitations that are being put, those banners that are being thrown, they are there because it's a process. Hold on. Let that process start. Go through it. It will come to an end. Why do you want to throw in the towel? Why? After having held on for so long, now you want to throw in the towel at the last minute. at the last second, when you are just a meter away to hit that winning rope, you now want to, no, no, this is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time. We cannot be here. King Steve cannot be here. Queen Mother Awino cannot be here. Queen Deby cannot be here. All the other queens cannot be here for someone to be throwing in the towel at the last minute. We don't want to hear about that. If I hear that there has been a king or a queen who has thrown in the towel, the shambok is there. I'll do it. I'm prepared to do it. Thank you, my queen.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Queen. You're welcome. I love the last part. I love the last part. I think that's what we need to do. But Kings and kings, we have been here for such a long time. It's not time for us to give up. It's not time for us to be limited by anything. We've been holding on, and let's continue to hold on. We are very close. We are very, very close. And with that, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. Let me just go through your comment section and we'll come back to you. So we have on our very first seat, we have our king in the house. Thank you so much, King Steve. He is in the house. He's saying, "Happy Wednesday, kings and queens. What a great topic awaits us today. I'm ready to learn about it. Thank you, Queens Deby and Queen Lathi, for the efforts to educate us on such topics." Such important topics. Thank you so much, King Steve, for just also honoring us, just coming to listen to us. It's just an honor. We honor you. Thank you so much for also allowing us to spread our wings in your territory. So we also have our beautiful Queen Spiwe. She's saying, looking forward to an amazing session. Blessed Wednesday, Queens. Blessed Wednesday to you too, my queen. Hope you take away something from what we're sharing with you today. We also have Queen Barbara. She's saying, greetings, Bullrun community. We are back on the screens with Queen Deby and our Professor Queen Lathi in the house. A moment of truth to learn more, to be inspired. Thank you, Queens. Thank you so much, my queen. We have our professor indeed in the house. I hope you enjoyed the lecture today with our professor. So we also have our beautiful Queen Mother in the house, Queen Mother Awino. She's also our developer, and she's also the one who also give us the wings to see higher and also allow us to come here also. So she is also behind all the beautiful banners you see. She's the one who is doing it for me, and she's one of my biggest fan. So she's also saying, hello family, waiting to be educated, informed and inspired by our own amazing queens, Queen Deby, and our one and only Professor Lathi. Thanks for holding us together, for sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you so much, Queen Mother. You also give us a room to spread our wings. Thank you so much. We also have our beautiful Queen Louisa. She's saying, warm greetings, Bullrun community. Welcome to our Queen presenters and Queen Deby and Queen Lathi. Waiting to learn from today's powerful topic from our very own dedicated queens. Thank you so much, Queen Louisa, for such a beautiful message. We also have Queen Faith. Queen Faith is saying, greetings, Bullrun community. Greetings back to you, Queen Faith. Hope you're doing well. She's also saying, wonderful presentation, Queen Deby and Queen Lathi. Thank you so much, Queen Faith. We also have our beautiful Queen Gladys. She's saying, great presentation. Thank you so much, Queen Gladys. We also have our King Murungu. She is also saying, greetings, Bullrun community, queens and kings. Let us be ready to learn from our wonderful session from our queens, Deby and Professor Queen Lathi. Ooh, Professor. This is a powerful and important topic to be blessed. Thank you so much, my king. We also have our Queen Faith. She's saying limitations like fear rules the day. Sometimes, God forbid, as our Queen has encouraged us to take risk. Yeah, thank you so much, my Queen. We also have Queen Zafaria. She's saying, greetings, Bullrun community. Greetings back to you, my Queen. We also have Queen Patricia. She's saying, greetings, community. What a privilege to listen and to learn. I like the incubator concept. Thank you, Queen Lath and Queen Deby. Thank you so much, Queen, for joining us. We also have Queen King Ernest. King Ernest is saying, greetings, greetings, my esteemed Bullrun family. And thank you, my beautiful queens, for yet another exciting session and informative session. Thank you so much, King Ernest. Thank you for all your engagement also. He's also saying, and talking of limitations, my queens, I am an overcomer and I have defied all odds staked against me. That's very true. Let's defy all the odds. We are overcomers. We are resilient, so we can overcome any challenge that has been thrown to us. So we also have I don't know if the king or your queen Masole. She's saying, "Wow, wow, I'm enjoying this session. Thank you so much, king or queen." Queen Barbara also saying one of the fundamentals of this ecosystem is to make us very to make sure every community member is educated, assisted, and accommodated. Sorry, accorded this chance to speak. All thanks to our developers, Queen Mother and King Steve. Indeed, you are right, my queen. Even here, we allow you to come and speak. Nobody's limited. We want you. We want you, Queen Barbara.
Yes, yes, yes,
We
yes,
want you, Queen
yes.
Barbara. Queen Alice is saying, well said, Queen Lathi. Yes, we can do it, and we are doing it. Indeed, we are doing it, my queen. Thank you so much, Queen Alice. Queen Barbara, so you have said it well. Queen Lathi, Kenya is home. Yeah, it's gonna be our home. Very soon we are going to be flying to
Coming.
Kenya. Zim team is coming to Kenya. Also, I've been live. Queen Alice is saying, great session, Queens. Thank you, Queen Alice. I know my mom here. She's here, Queen Mother Caroline. I know I cannot see your comments, but I also want to appreciate you for coming, Mom. Thank you so much for also encouraging our queens to come, to our queens and kings to come on this session also. So, community, I just want to thank you all for coming. Also, great thanks to our King Steve. Great thanks to our beautiful Queen Mother who has made this possible for us to even come to this session. We cannot come here when they don't agree with us. So thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. And also, community, thank you for allowing us to come your way and also to educate you. It's a privilege to just come here and to allow you to see us speaking to you. It's a privilege for us. So we thank you so much. Let's not forget, tomorrow we have our our YouTube session with our deaf on YouTube. It's a Thursday. It's a YouTube session tomorrow. And those who haven't yet engaged with our tweets, they are all out. The Survivor, Kilawel, and Buran, the three of them, they are all out. Let's go and engage. Retweet, just leave a comment if you can. Those who haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on your notification box button so that you don't miss such events when they come your way. So, Queen, if you have something to say, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you, my queen, for affording me the opportunity. But great, 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 great. All the thanks goes to our one and only King Steve and our one and only Queen Mother Awino for developing this ecosystem for us. For I know, I know that we occupy the Bullrun ecosystem occupies 99.999%, if I can say even 100% in their hearts. We thank our developers because they are one in a million that can do this. We are what we are today because of their dedication to this ecosystem. Thank you, my queen.
Wow. So thank you so much, my queen. Before I close, there's a tweet that mom has put on on out there. She said, um, "There's resistance and there's acceptance, fear, danger, and doubt. What I fight against, I feed. What I accept, I free." So whatever that is limiting you, don't dwell on it. Whatever that is limiting you right now, don't dwell on that, because once you start fighting against it, you are feeding it. So let's be free. Accept what is there,
Mhm.
then let's be free. So with that, I want to honor our queen. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation, for coming as usual. And I want to thank you so much. It's an honor to have you always on my channel. You are the first who's going to, to tell us the testimony. So get ready also to prepare yourself to also tell us how the journey was and how you enjoying your USDC rewards and all that. So until then, it has been a pleasure to share a stage with you today, my queen, and thank you so much for your words of inspiration, words of education, and words of encouragement today. So I want to honor you and thank you so much for today. Bye bye. Bye
Thank
bye,
you.
community. Have a beautiful, beautiful night, day, and evening,
Too.
and morning, wherever you are. Bye bye.
Bye.